folks. I'm Dan Mack.
This is Chris Mack.
I'm Pete.
Welcoming you to the Shred Check. We're here today to talk about our top 3 for the month of May 2016, but let's start with some honorable mentions.
Lacuna Coil, Delirium. Vector, Terminal Redux. Polar, No Cure, No Savior.
With that, let's go on to our top 3.
Smoke.
May was a really good month for black metal of all sorts, so I'm going to be highlighting a few bands on my top 3. At number 3 is Darken with The Canticle of Shadows. Darken immediately calls comparisons to Behemoth, if not for their awesome extreme metal style, then for their masterful use of the saxophone in a black metal track. Aside from using non-traditional instruments, Darken's signature sound involves creating black metal that feels as though it should be in a satanic cathedral. Lots of blast beats, bombast, organ music, and chanting create a sense of being a part of a profane procession. With the aid of titans such as Mayhem's Attila and Sakis Tolis from Rotting Christ lending their vocals to a couple of the tracks, Darken deliver a crushing symphony to the masses.
As of late, it would appear our friends north of the wall have been producing high-quality thrash metal in the likes of Megadeth and Metallica with the modern-day ferocity of veterans like Overkill, Testament, and Death Angel. I featured Striker in a previous top 3, and I decided for May I was going to pick another Edmonton export, Mortillery. The album opens with the sound of marching soldiers, then rips right into a classic thrash attack of lightning-fast riffs, bellowed vocals, and unrelenting ferocity that does not let up throughout the entire 42-minute runtime. Songs like Radiation Sickness, Black Friday, and the title track are as in-your-face and uncompromising as you can get. Like that guy Dan, it seems I have a little checklist for my top 3 selections, and every month happens to feature a front woman who steals the show. And this is no exception. Vocalist Kara McCutcheon is absolutely astounding. Her screams offer a raspy menace to the already frightening music, but then her high notes can be compared to another Canadian, Cam Pipes, from 3 Inches of Blood. As a matter of fact, a duet between these two would be a thrash revolution. If you're looking for some straight up fun thrash metal to give your iPod a kick in the nuts, check out Shapeshifter.
Cataplex has brought themselves to our attention by sending us some information about their new forthcoming Suffer EP. And me getting an increased interest in grindcore, I decided to check this one out.
Grindcore goes a bit like this.
While not purely grindcore per se, as they incorporate technical death metal into their assault, these metalers from Calgary, Alberta, Canada offer just over 3 minutes of their own new material to demonstrate the power of the current lineup, which sees them reunite with vocalist Kyle Ball. In those 3 minutes, the band conducts themselves as one would expect. They invite themselves into your home, drink all your beer, ransack your belongings, steal your clothes, and leave before you can politely ask them to wipe their feet. Moral of the story, don't trust grindcore. The EP closes with a combined cover of two songs from the band that actually turned my head toward the genre, Napalm Death. Needless to say, the track is great and closes out one hell of an audio punch.
Smoke.
Modern black metal bands like Myrkur, Alcest, and Deafheaven have undeniably changed the state of the genre. I'm of the opinion that the direction that post-black metal is heading is a good one, and I'm going to offer up one-woman black metal group Sylvain as an example of this. With some guidance from Nage from Alcest, Sylvain combines elements of multiple BM genres, from traditional to atmospheric to epic, and distills those sounds into a mesmerizing post-metal blend. With soft female vocals reminiscent of Myrkur mixed with a progressive neo-folk black metal style akin to Agalloch, Sylvain creates a rich pagan panorama that is absolutely worth listening to.
Since doing this podcast, I've embarrassed myself on a pretty regular basis on picking bands that I cannot pronounce. Fortunately enough, this band's Facebook page was kind enough to help me out. Tak. Natisford is the third album from the Norwegian black and rock and roll band, and the first I have had a chance to listen to. With this release, they have gained another fan of their effortless blend of black metal, rock and roll, and punk. The first track is enough to get you interested with its use of traditional black metal blast beats, fast strumming octave chords, some great guitar harmonies, and throat-ripping vocals. But it's the single, the aptly titled 1985, that truly locks you into the groove of this band. It has a more cock rock vibe than the previous track, with an instantly catchy, bordering cheesy riff and guitar harmonies, and it comes in full force with a chorus that can fit in on a Boston record. What makes this style work for the band is their swagger. They recorded the song live with only the vocals overdubbed later, and that live, fun feeling comes across on this track and is carried over for the rest of the record. My favorite aspect of the music is the triple guitar attack that offers Maiden-esque harmonies, especially in the title track. All the while, they do not lose their black metal roots with the use of those harsh vocals throughout and the blast beat onslaught that accents certain parts of songs. There's also an underlaid punk attitude that is so covert, it's overt.
Lively, lifty Coca-Cola provides a welcome bit of quick energy between meals.
All in all, this could make a great driver record, something to listen to at a backyard barbecue or at your local metal club, and nothing will be lost in translation. I highly recommend you guys all check out, now say it with me, Tak.
I urge everyone to hail the man I call Uncle Pierre.
Bloodthirsty inhuman hordes, straight out of hell, they came to destroy, to kill in the name of their God.
Pietrzielk is among the more prolific gentlemen of metal, making a name for himself not only as a skilled guitarist, vocalist, and all-around band leader, but also as a producer/engineer. While it is always great to know that he's making his contemporaries in the power and speed metal genres sound like full-fledged freight trains and battering rams,
Guns, motherfucker!
I am always pleased to know that he finds time to return to Iron Savior on a regular basis, and that Iron Savior's sound rarely changes, making it, if nothing else, dependable. Titancraft, the band's ninth full-length studio effort, Iron Savior offers another mammoth outing of story-driven, science fiction-inspired steel, spearheaded by chugging guitars and gritty yet soaring vocals, especially prevalent on the big anthemic pre-choruses and choruses with a tight rhythm section to solidify the unit. There isn't more I can say here, as it's business as usual with Piet and Company, but when business is this good, the investment of your time is well worth it.
Are you smoking yet?
And coming in at number 1 for me, this should come as no surprise to anyone who's been listening to the podcast, Sojourner, Empires of Ash. I've been hyping these New Zealanders up for quite a while, and I'll probably continue to do so because their debut album is absolutely incredible. Their blend of fantasy and black metal is the perfect combination for metal snobs and tabletop gaming snobs alike. With soaring instrumentals that could serve as a soundtrack to the Fellowship of the Ring, mixed with powerful post-metal riffs, there's a lot to love in this awesome debut album. You definitely need to go check this one out.
Catatonia is a band that has been around for over 25 years, but I showed up late to the party with 2009's Night is the New Day. At that time, they were noted to have made another transition in their musical evolution to more prog rock side and strayed even further away from their original death metal music, much like fellow Swedes Opeth.
In the blink of an eye, I had closed the door behind me.
With their 10th album, The Fall of Hearts, the band continues to establish themselves as a preeminent prog metal band in the scene. The use of atmosphere, acoustic elements, and even subtle percussive instrumentation is on par with the classics of Yes, King Crimson, and Pink Floyd, but they still know how to bring the heavy when it comes. The album starts off right away without a long, drawn-out intro, which makes it sound like it could be the next track from the previous album. In fact, I think if you played the last 3 albums in a row, you couldn't tell the difference between them. They are that seamless.
Will transfigure through a veil of clarity.
Songs like Takeover and Old Heart Falls lulls the listener into a comfortable space with their mellower sections and a little heaviness blended in to remind you that this is a metal band. But those songs play counterpoint to songs like Sirach, which is a 7-minute powerhouse featuring some of the heaviest riffs and drumming on the whole record.
Ascend through the air and fly. Hard yet undefined.
When I talked about this record on the podcast, I joked that Catatonia is the metal version of The Cure, or what the goth kids from the 90s grew up to listen to, presented in a much more mature fashion. Their themes of despair, melancholy, and dark and depressive personal matters is ever present throughout this record, and you can feel the pain and anguish in frontman Jonas's performance. Speaking of Jonas, his voice is perfect in this band. I cannot picture a more suitable frontman for this style of music. He is one of the most recognizable voices in metal today, and certainly has done well for himself after switching to clean vocals exclusively almost 20 years ago.
Where our wisdom turns to rust. Fill the gap with
I
love.
cannot recommend this record enough to fans of incredibly well-written and performed progressive metal. You would not be disappointed in the least.
Haven't seen for
When I started listening to Antipath, the first full-length track on Winterhorde's third album, Maestro, I was immediately impressed by the grandiosity of the orchestra. This turned to downright awe once the instruments kicked in and both played off of each other in a beautifully mad fashion. Yet I anticipated the entrance of the vocals not to be the ruination, but perhaps a detractor from this band. As soon as the vocals hit, I knew this had to be on my top 3 list, so I rushed to get my fill of it and claim it before the other guys could.
Oh, no, you don't! That trampoline is mine!
43 years old, not nobody's at home as he returns to drink his desperate love.
Becoming more aware of the black metal scene in light of Pete's contributions to the podcast and previous top 3 videos, I've grown to like where some sects of black metal are heading with the genre. I've been a big fan of the orchestra-laden, sparsely used clean vocal stylings of latter-day Dimmu Borgir and similar contemporaries for a couple of years now. So when a band like Winterhorde crosses my path and elaborates further on everything I like about these artists, you know I'm listening. The band is listed as melodic black metal, which is a fair summation, though the combination of phrases melodic and black metal would probably cause purists to melt. When I say melodic, that is not to say that any bit of the typical black metal zeal is missing instrumentally. There is plenty of the standard single notes repeated in a rapid succession, woven between power chord progressions that sound as much like erratic stomping of wild beasts as the drums do. The orchestral arrangements, keyboard ambiance, and abundance of clean vocals, both male and female, offer countenance to this, and give the album a more melodic edge and vastly expand upon a genre that is minimalistic in its roots. It's no secret that my reception to an artist's voice is crucial to whether or not I consider listening to an album beyond a single track. And as I said earlier, the clean vocals of Z Winter sealed the deal on this one. Putting vocals with a withdrawn quality not unlike that of Mikhail Ackerfeld of Opeth over everything I've just mentioned solidified Winterhorde's appeal to me. This album was definitely an unexpected surprise, since I was sure before the month even began that Iron Savior would top the list. But now, I just want more melodic black metal. Oh, shut up. So those are our top 3 for the month of May 2016. If you agree, disagree, or generally just want to add your 2 cents, let us know in the comments below or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Shred Shack.
Hey Dan, you kind of like broke out of your norm. And, you know that checklist you put up with the last video? Yeah, that one. Remember that?
Oh, he did pick Iron.
Shut the fuck up, Pete! You eat all your fucking rice.
What?
Nothing? Jesus Christ, I'm taking one of your monsters. Fuck you, dude.
What?
I'm taking one of your Monster Energy drinks.
I thought you didn't like them. They sucked. They're bad for you. Blah 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 blah.
I'm a
Hypocritical shit.
bigger than all things that are bad for me.
Hypocritical shit.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so
Can we all just make sure that we have the labels out forward?
I gotta go on too. Shit.
Oh, like we're pulling your arm a little.
Hey, it's May 2016. Endorse us. Endorse. I did that during one of the New Year's videos with Bud Light. I was like, endorse us! After our discussion about selling out, let's all just enjoy our Monster Energy drink.
Refreshing monster.
It tastes good, and it's good for you.
Oh, I really wish I had some energy for this. Oh, look at that! Monster Energy drink.
Man, I'm thirsty. That I got this Monster Energy drink that I got back in today.
Slanging that booty sweat. 0 sugars, 0 calories, 100 Austin. I got no quantification for that.
Have some of that ass water.
That's cure-all.
One by one. Half of my conquest. I can imagine you buying them like that at the store, like, here comes the conquest. As you're buying also bags of chicken.
That, you just pretty much like describe my trips to Costco. Because I buy a case of Monster drink, a big thing of protein, and then a fucking 5 or 6 bags of chicken.
Today, Costco. Tomorrow, the world.
That they actually do have a way to pronounce it. It's right there from their Facebook page. Cabell Talk. Nice. Good. Say it with me now.
How do you pronounce the album?
They didn't
Denver, shut the fuck up.
Dan, shut the fuck up! Like, anytime somebody says, this is a monster of a record, ding!
Monster Energy presents Taco Bell's top 3.
Actually, mine is actually off
Taco Cabana.
Forget. That's what we should talk. Like,
We talked about that already, okay? That was after the Archer show. Or the whatever. I must honorably mention this monster.
Alright, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do this last line. It's like literally 8 words. Oh, with that, let's go on to our top 3. Scroll it down to the end. Now
Guys with equipment.
yeah, he's professional, not like us. Professional. He's over here. Now he's over here.
Over there. And now you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Damn it, I'm already starting. This is terrible.
Yeah, I didn't do anything yet.
it's your fucking face.
I was blocking it to.
I featured Stryker on a previous top 3, and for May, I decided to pick another Edmonton export, Mortillery. I fucked that up.
Mortillery?
It's Mortillery, I think. Because it's like artillery, but Mortillery.
Got it.
I want all the artillery.
Mortillery. That'd be first thing here's some army sergeant like, I need mortillery. Mortillery.
All artillery.
I need all artillery now.
And now all I'm thinking is that somebody shows up with like a garden tiller.
Mortillery and booty sweat.
Canada, you magnificent bastard, I read your book!
Do it, but when I mentioned Stryker, our friends north of the wall, that's a Game of Thrones reference. You have to play like a small bit of the theme song.
Either that or I can put one of the characters on the screen.
And a picture,
Just Jon Snow.
and a picture of Trump since it's about a wall.
No, he wants the southern wall, okay?
He just wants walls.
He doesn't want to break the walls down. Yeah, that's Jericho.
It always comes back to
It
Jerry.
always comes back to Jericho. Shred Check is Jericho.
Brought to you by Monster.
Brought to you by Monster, endorsed by Taco Cabana.
I think I'm just going to start putting that into this video just because. I'm going to let Pat know that we're doing that.
What?
That we're just going to do random sellout bullshit.
Fortunately enough, this month, this band's Facebook page has helped me. Kurt.
Hey, you still fuck it up!
I'm not reading it! There's also an underlaid punk attitude that is so covert, it's overt.
I'm not putting that clip in there.
Just censor that.
I'm going to like a long beep and say send your deuce bagger.
That's fine. I just wanted to throw that in there because that Sherlock Holmes reference is hilarious.
Oh, you were just. Oh. Holy fuck. No. I have to watch this.
Over and over again.
I'm going to have to hear this line like 10 times before I finally move on. Fuck.
You're welcome.
I hate you so much.
I know.
Like, you guys will say something about a song, and then I'll pick a part of the song that shows nothing. What you're talking about.
Yeah, sometimes that is the case.
Because like, obviously I'm not going to sit there and listen to a full-length song and try to pick out a part. I'm like, this part looks loud.
All in all, this could make a great driving record, an album play in the back.
Back in the Volkswagen. Man, I feel like I'm sinking down to this thing. Like, I'm like, hey, help.
What, my couch?
Yeah, your couch is like just sinks down.
My couch is the shit. Stop it.
You gonna rise up from the back with your Monster Energy drink and be like, yeah.
No, I'm scrounging the house for food. I don't know what I want to eat.
You only have chicken and rice.
I was going to say, I think I've had chicken and rice 3 times today.
Yeah, so it's like chicken or rice, or you both.
Or rice or chicken.
Might just be a protein shake in a minute.
It might be.
So you're shaking in your face.
That was a masturbation joke that you couldn't see.
That was from the Hangover. He doesn't.
Don't let his laziness fool you. He's all over the place when it comes. Stop it.
Actually, now that I'm in the middle, I'm just gonna. There we go.
We need to get you a big M on your top.
I mean, maybe I'll put one in like after the fact if I move around.
Like post-production.
Yeah, that's right.
Post-production.
What's post? Put it in my hat nest.
I'm thirsty.
I tip my hat to you.
Let's see what I got in my bag of tricks here. Rabbit, no. Monster energy drink.
Man, this album is so good it gives me an erection. What?
A monster erection.
Ding! Oh my god. Oh, this is fucking terrible.
We thought it was the funniest bit we've had in a while.
Alright, hold on.
This is bordering b-hole.
B-hole!
Monster.
Man, I want some sesame chicken, man. I was immediately impressed by the grandiosity of the orchestra.
Is that a word?
The grandiosity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
I just said that, so it must be a word.
I don't know.
This turned to... We doing with that bomb night sound that gets everyone to bomb? Playing some brown note around there? I need some more bombs to get this part right now on. Man, just so full of stuff. There's no sugar, there's no calories, there's no sugar. What's in here?
Like I said, impronounceable stuff.
Chlorine.
Thank you, Pete.
Chlorine and water.
Someone's carved in here piss. Like, what the fuck? No, I'm actually gonna raise this up too. I urge.
Hats off to you.
Motherfucker, shut up!